A noted author once threw a knife at me. Every time the author's name is mentioned, not often, but more than one might expect, I tell the story of the knife. In one of those bizarre coincidences that happen much more often than one expects, the daughter-in-law of the noted author was, years after the knife throwing, my PhD program office mate. She was a lovely person, as was her husband, noted author Junior, and I didn't want to hurt their feelings by telling them about the knife. But I told them anyway, in an it's a small world and ain't it funny sort of way. Noted author Junior said, yeah, he did shit like that all the time. I had been dead, said the truant freshman comp student to his teacher, my PhD program office mate, daughter-in-law of the noted author who had thrown the knife at me. The student had a great story. Jet ski, head trauma. The daughter-in-law excused the absence. The noted author is now dead. New York Times obituary. Noted author, darkly comic writer, dies at 67. My obituary, had the darkly comic writer been a better or worse knife thrower, Jane Armstrong, unfortunate co-ed, dies at 25. My story. To make some money to pay for my master's degree, I worked at a college newspaper. I wrote the preview for the noted author's visit to our campus. In the article, I repeated certain sensational anecdotes about his past behavior. Drunken public shenanigans, guns pointed at his writing workshop students. This is true and inspiring. Great story. Before the lecture, I introduced myself to the noted author as the writer of the article, of which he was already aware. The knife, a small switchblade, was deployed early in his speech as a percussion instrument. Flat, blade, palm, slap, end, stop. The noted author referred to my article, said he was sick of hearing those same damn stories. Then he looked straight at me, the offending writer, and threw the knife hard and fast. It landed about 8 inches next to my head on the column I was leaning against in the standing room only lecture hall. I could have been killed. Facts. 1, the noted author threw a knife. 2, the knife landed near me. 3, sitting in front of the column against which I leaned was a pale, skinny fellow student who tried to sell life insurance to everyone he met. The knife might have been intended for him had he attempted to sell life insurance to the noted author. 4, random coincidence. 5, after the noted author threw the knife, the audience laughed. 6, we expected such behavior from our noted authors back then. 7, I have attempted over the years to shape the knife-throwing incident into my brush with greatness. 8, the noted author was truly a great storyteller, quote, a daring stylist and a loose-limbed adventurer, unquote, according to the New York Times. 9, I often lie. 10, nobody should be remembered exclusively for his or her bad acts. 11, not even me.